it is gonna be a Hmong New Year, and I can't remember what the district is, but it's here in the metro area in Minnesota. I heard about it from one of my school friend back in college, high school, and she knew that I have a small business in crocheting. She thought I would be a good fit for selling at their event, and it sounds like there isn't many vendors either, like I think maybe less than 10 from what I remember. So I don't have much expectation, especially because it's 2 hours. It's a school event to celebrate the Hmong New Year, and so I don't know if I'm going to make any sales, but I think my strategy for it would be to make a lot of affordable items, because I know it's a under 18 kind of event. So a lot of my more affordable things, keychains, small items, small toys. I might bring a couple of my, I don't know if I'm going to bring my hats, my headband. I don't know. They're kind of pricey. Should I bring it? I'm only gonna have one table. I'm gonna have to think about it. I will let you know, because I'm thinking I might not bring much. Because today I have 2 tables, but the tables are kind of small, smaller than the 6x4 that I usually have at other markets. So I wasn't expecting that. So I didn't end up getting like the amount of item I wanted on the table that I had planned for when I was mocking at home. So the next one, definitely it's gonna be only 1 table, but my plan is I am gonna bring my racks, my shelves, my bamboo shelves with me. Just in case. So I'll have 1 table. So I'm thinking I'm gonna do like maybe toys mainly on the table. And then if I bring both of my racks, I could put that on the side, and they can be for whatever else, which I think will be okay. So that's my strategy, but I will have I'll have to mock that on Friday. The event's gonna be on Friday 5 to 7. So I have the whole day in the morning to get ready. Setup time is going to be like 4 p.m. or something like that, but I'm kind of excited because I'm bringing my kids because it's a Hmong New Year, and so I know last year my daughter wanted to go and she didn't get to go, so she was a little upset, but we're gonna plan to go and we might dress up, so excited for that. 1, 2, 3. am updating my inventory book. If you see, I have these little notes on the other side. That's because I wrote down all of my counts for my inventory from what's left in my bins, and so I wrote those over there and sit down and document everything in my book so that I can have my very first official keeping track of all of my counts. And then after my next market that's coming up, then I can document in the same pink book here that of what I've sold, and then from there on I could just continue to use this book instead of using notepads and rewriting it.
Do things, it's like coloring my coloring pages, painting a paint by numbers. I have one like at the corner over there, you can't really see it, but I kind of want to do that. Very mindless crafts, needle punching. I want to learn punch needling. I want to sew something for myself. I want to learn how to knit.
So once I finish with a project or a ball of yarn, I like to just go in and wind all of my yarn into a nice little skein right after I'm done. Otherwise, I would have a lot of very loose balls all over the place and it drives me nuts. I found that by just winding all my yarn after each time I finish using one, it keeps everything neat and nice, so I don't have to worry about it in the future and sit down and spend a bunch of time just winding all of my yarn. So these are all the hats and headbands that I made over the last couple days. A couple of velvet beanies here, and then some of the simple crochet beanies that I made, and then headbands as well. So by this time of the week, I was getting really tired of market prepping, just making things to sell. I decided to actually wake up and make something for myself. And for the longest time, I've always wanted a velvet beanie for myself, but I didn't have a color that I really wanted. The other day, I went to Joann's and found this really pretty chocolate brown yarn from Juicy Couture. The only thing with this yarn, it is a little bit thicker than usual, but it worked out. And to ease into finally making, market prepping, I decided to make something super easy. I decided to make these faux fur scrunchies, and I only had maybe 4 black ones in the inventory box, and so I wanted to make some more and put it on my scrunchie stand. So I made a couple of colors, just the white, the pink, and the brown. All done. I have 4 of each color, and I also have some black ones from last year. So I am done for making a scrunchie today. I don't think I'm gonna tag these because I'm just gonna put it on a post, and then I'll have like a little sign like 2 for $5 or something like that. So cute. So I'm actually going to just change that on my inventory about the scrunchies, because originally I was selling 1 for $5, but I'm thinking about doing 1 for $3 and 2 for $5. So I'm just gonna update it in here. I added white and pink and brown, and now I have 4 times 4, so I have 16. So 16 for $3. Okay, so I just updated here. Scrunchie, hair accessory, added white, pink, and brown. I didn't write brown, but whatever. Updated 16 and $3 each, which will be 48 totals. So when I finish the market tomorrow, I'm gonna have to come back and fill out this part at the back here. So the sales I make, and then what I have left. And then over here will be reorder is if I'm gonna add more to my inventory. So this is how I'm going to keep track of what I have, what I sold, and what's left, and what I need to make again. And this way I can see like all of the things that are selling. And I think eventually I have like 1, 2, 3, 4 pages. I have a lot of inventory. I think the last time I counted here, I have a total of 624 individual items, which is a lot. But too, like I have quite a bit of different things. Like some of these stuff, I only make like one kind, or some of these stuff I only have like 5 items or something like that. So I need to hone in on some core items. I think I kind of already know what my core items are. Eventually, once these sell off, like the items that I don't want to make anymore, I'm gonna remove them from the list here. And then maybe into the future here in the back, you'll start seeing less pages. So that's the goal. Good morning. Oh, it's about 9 in the morning, almost 9. I don't think I did much yesterday. What did I do yesterday? I think I finished up the inventory. I was crocheting. Yeah, I wasn't doing much yesterday. I actually went to hang out with my sister and sister-in-laws at their place, and we hung out, and I crocheted 2 beanies. Yeah, 2 beanies. Took a break, walked outside for an hour with the little kids. They're so cute. And then we watched a movie. I think yesterday was kind of like a off sort of day for me. I didn't do much because I think I did everything I need already. I have all of my inventory ready. I already know what I'm gonna be bringing. I think my focus more was this book here, which I tried to yesterday put it in, but I wasn't feeling it. I'm like, I can't focus. So this morning I am going to update my Square account so that it has all my numbers correctly in there. I think after that I will be doing a little mock-up. I am going to try to do that this morning, probably after my dentist appointment. Because my dentist appointment's at 11. So maybe between 12 and 3, I'm going to do the mock-up because I need to head out about 3 o'clock. The event starts at 5 to 7. I think they want us to be there about 4 o'clock. And so I'm just going to shoot to get there earlier, because if they would let me go in early, I will set up early. I just want more time. I'm going to go ahead and start putting these all into the account. 1, 2, 3. I didn't expect me to take this long, but I think I like how everything is flowing through a little bit easier for me to keep track of things. So just one more category. Anyways, I'm gonna go get ready to go to my appointment, and then I'll come back. Right now it's about like 2 o'clock. My kids are about to get home, and I got all of my inventory and everything already. The only thing left is I really need to find some of these like white hooks that I hook onto my bamboo rack, like a hanger, so I could like hang purses and stuff like that. And I only found 2, and I don't know where the rest are. The last time I remember, it was in like a little weaving basket. For some reason I can't find the basket, So it's got to be somewhere. I think it might be down in the garage where I put everything else. I looked at it earlier, but there's a bin that has a bunch of things, and I kind of looked around it and I couldn't see it. I mean, it's kind of big, like you wouldn't miss it, so I don't know why I couldn't see it in there. So I'm gonna go back and look in there, but I have all of my stuff ready except for that, and I'm gonna start packing my car. By the way, this is what I'm wearing. I think they would like us to wear our like Hmong attire, Hmong clothes, but I haven't worn any for a really long time, and some clothes don't fit me anymore, and some of them are very old. So I'm wearing all black. So this is just a kind of like a crop sweater, and then I have like a really long t-shirt dress that kind of slit on the side right here, so I have shorts under, and I'm just wearing this Hmong necklace, which is one of my favorite. Usually it goes across, like it's like a big nice necklace, but this is the most simple necklace that I have, and I love this one. And so it's just easy to, like, you know, take off and then put it back on. And I was gonna wear some earrings, but I didn't have any Hmong earrings to match these. I had a different one that was all black, but it wouldn't match my outfit, so it's gold and black, so that's why it doesn't match it. So I am wearing this, and I think my daughter, she'll be home soon. I'm gonna see if she can fit into one of her old Hmong dress. We'll get going. So I want to pack everything up, and then when they get home, then we get ready to go, because I don't want to be too stressed. I'm shooting to get there around 3:30. I think they let us in about 4 o'clock to set up, but the event starts at 5. So I kind of want to get there at 3:30 just to get a spot to park and unload everything before the door actually open and bring everything in. I'm excited, open-minded. I know for sure that it is just 2 hours and I might not make anything, but that's okay. I'm taking my daughter to enjoy the New Year celebration and get to see a lot of kids, and just to kind of be there and be present at the event, so they know that I'm around and I crochet. So I will be going for now. So I gotta go get packed. So it took me 25 minutes and this is what I got. So I got all of my inventory over there with that one, and this is like my equipment box and checkout stuff and decoration stuff. In there is display, like items to display my stuff. That's my cart. And nice to have these two. I gotta put, which are flat. So those bamboo, the one bamboo shelf, and the table is gonna go right on top of here. Earlier I put it at the bottom and it seemed to fit, but then everything else was really up high, and it just didn't seem like it would fit properly. So I prefer to have it up here. So I'm gonna put it up here. But I am waiting for my pink cloth, tablecloth, because I can't decide if I want to do pink or white. It's always kind of nice to have that available. So my pink one is in the dryer because I'm trying to make it straight. If I don't like pink when I get over there, I'll just use whites in here. I have everything in my car, waiting for the cloth, tablecloth, and then just these two, which we'll put in here. So yep, let's go. So this is the back of my setup. I just wanted to show you a little bit about what I do in the back here. I have these crates, so I put all of my checkout stuff and my bags and my tools in the back here. And this is the front. I'm really not that excited. I'm tired and my back hurts and I think I'm cramping. So I took 2 Tylenol earlier, but I'm back home. We're back home. We're done with the little Hmong New Year at the education center. Sorry, my brain is dead. If you talk to me in general, by the time at night like this, I really don't want to talk anymore. So I'm a little slow. But anyways, just wanted to let you know how it went. There was quite a bit of people. I would say there's more people than the last event I went to, which is interesting. We had about an hour before the event start to prep. By the time we arrived to the place, I think we were maybe a couple minutes late. So it took me about like total of 15 minutes to unload everything because it was just me. And I did 2 trips dropping off stuff into my location. And then once I got my stuff there, then I took the rest of that like 45 minutes getting everything ready. I did bring a lot, which because I never know if one thing's gonna sell or not. So I just decided to bring as much as I can into 3 bins because I didn't want to do more trips than 2. And I got everything set up. My daughter and my son went with me. I think this is the first time they went with me to an event, and it wasn't too bad. I thought it was going to be a little difficult because they're little and they want things, and like I feel like that might be a hassle, but it wasn't too bad. My son sat at the front of by the entrance for most of the time while I was trying to load and unload. But once we got everything in, then he sat down and just sat at the back while I was prepping and stuff like that. My daughter, she tend to run around and play with her friends, which is fine because I kept her busy. Otherwise she would have kept bothering me, I think. When the event started, I think it was a little slow. People came late, which is usual for long events. People come late, which I didn't mind. And everybody came in and they start filling up all the seats. So like in the location where I'm standing at, we're on one side of the gym. So it's located in a gym in this education center. So we were on one side of the gym. There's a stage on that left, and then across the wall there's some little kids playground stuff, and then in the center is all the seating so people could look at the look at the stage. And then on right behind those seatings are like round tables where people can sit and eat, and there's some activity going on for the kids. And so there's 4 vendors. To my left is, I can't remember her business name, but she like make nail stuff. They're really cute. And then the one on the right, I think he did like some Hmong arts. He like draws, or either Procreate draw art. And then the one after that is my cousin, and she creates a bunch of Hmong design keychains and sweaters and soaps and molds for jelly, dessert, stuff like that, or soap, whatever. So there was just 4 of us. I don't know how well they did, because I guess it started off slow, but then as soon as people started going and the event started going, then there was more people. I did get busy towards like half of the end of the program. We had like 2 hours just to get going, and I wanted to record, but I was using my phone to make payments, and so I don't have another like camera or another phone. I had thought that maybe I should bring my iPad, but my iPad doesn't have internet yet, and I don't want to have to deal with that yet. So I need to figure something out if I'm going to be recording more. I wanted to record like my setup, but then I was so busy, I was stressed out, so I didn't do it. But I did take a couple clips of the event, like the dance, and then a little bit of my booth. But I didn't get to do too much because I was by myself. I have only one device that I could use, and I was using it to make payments and stuff like that. So I didn't record much, but there was a lot of kids, and at some point I met a couple people I knew from school and stuff like that, and they had kids, and a lot of kids like to touch my stuff, which I don't mind. I usually, with my kind of item, because I make crochet toys, I feel like a lot of people like to touch my things, which is fine with me, but I'm just glad that like parents, when they come around, they do tell their kids not to touch things, which is probably better than not. But I do understand, like, my kind of items are stuff that people like to touch, and they touch before they buy usually. Hopefully they just keep their hands clean. But what I do is, when I like go to a market, before I go to a market or after my market is over and I come and count like my inventory again, I always look through all of my items to see if the tag is still on nicely, if there's any loose ends that came out of the toy, or if there's any weird discoloring, because then that would tell me that somebody touched it with something else, and so I would take that item out. So that would be considered a loss for me when my item are destroyed that way, if it's dirty. But if it's just a tag, I replace a tag. So yeah, that's just how I deal with my item. And I really do appreciate when like people come and they don't touch everything and they make sure they have clean hands and stuff like that to touch. So that's nice. But this event, I would say the organization wasn't too bad. I guess the one thing that I was looking through my email and I'm like, wait, are they providing tables or not? I couldn't remember. And so at first I thought they were, and then I got closer to the date and I'm like, oh shoot, what if they aren't? Should I be bringing mine? So I went back to my email and looked for like the information. I couldn't find anything, so I actually had to email the lady that emailed me about the event, and she told me that I would have to bring my own table. So I did bring my own table, which is good, and set up everything. So I felt like I was pretty prepared this morning. As you can see in my video, I was like probably overdoing everything because I just get anxious when I'm not. This morning, if you've looked at my getting ready to pack my car, I usually take my husband's truck because well, not truck, but SUV, because the SUV is bigger and I could load like all of my item in there, everything I need. 2 tables, the 2 shelves, my background, my backdrop, my cloths, display items, all of my inventory. So having to go to these smaller events and it's just 1 table, I didn't want to bring everything. Actually, I chose the main important item I need, like the table, the cloth, and a little bit of like setup, like I knew what I was going to use, so I didn't bring too much. And then my inventory, I only bring half of everything, so that way I could like not have to bring too much. So that's what I did for this event. I would say I had a pretty good time. It was nice seeing all the people who came and complimented me, the people who came and really enjoyed seeing all my stuff. Like, it's just so nice to see people like smile and say, oh, it's so cute, you're so good at this, you know, that kind of stuff. I'm so happy that people like my thing and they buy my item, and that's really nice. So that was today. Am I missing anything? Sorry, I'm just like rambling because it's late and I'm tired. Oh, you know, towards the end of the event, I think it was probably hitting like 6:30, maybe about 6:30. I got really busy and there was a bunch of people on my table, and I was like feeling a little flustered because there's a lot of kids were touching things and there's a lot of people who wanted to pay, and everybody was just busy right in front of me and I didn't know what to do. But anyway, I lost track of, because I usually write down the stuff that I sell, and at that point I did not write anything down anymore because I was just bombarded. Which is fine, it happens because it gets busy. And so I decided not to even write anymore because I'm like, I'll figure out what's sold, because I write all of my inventory in here. So if I go back and count which things are gone, it'll tell me which item was bought. And I wrote most of it. I think probably about 10 items I didn't record because at that time I was just bombarded. But anyway, super happy about the event. I've made more in the past, which is not a good or a bad thing, and today I didn't make as much, but it's not bad at all for an event that is free. So just super grateful. Anyway, I think that's all I have to say about the event that I went today. It's late. I think it's 9, almost 10 o'clock, and I just wanted to like wrap things up today and get ready to go to bed because I have to wake up early tomorrow for my real job. And then I also work on Sunday, and then I'll be off Monday for a couple days actually. And my next market will be at the Union Station, and I'm excited about that. That one's gonna be next Saturday, the 14th. I will be recording some more. Stay tuned.